Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, do I start now?
Go ahead.
All right, you want to start it again?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll do it. Be tighter.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Hello, everyone. This is Mike O'Mara, and I have to tell you, I love sleep. Yes, I do, and I love my Sleep Number bed, and I sleep great, and I've told you that, and I want you to go out and get one, and you're starting to do that, and everybody's telling me how much they love it because it is the best. If you thought you couldn't afford a Sleep Number bed, let me ask you this. Can you really afford another restless night's sleep, waking up like a twisted pretzel? Right now, during the Ultimate Sleep Number event, you can save 50% on a limited edition bed. Every new Sleep Number bed is available with Sleep IQ technology, built-in sensors that tell you how you're sleeping, and that allows you to make the adjustments you need to optimize your sleep. Now, remember, my Sleep Number has been anywhere from a 65 to an 85. It's at the higher end now because when I go to sleep, I'm all twisted up from all these golf outings that I'm having, but I wake up in the morning with a great back because that's my Sleep Number bed. Carla's is a 65. You'll only find Sleep Number beds at a Sleep Number store. Come in during their Ultimate Sleep Number event where queen mattresses start at just $599.99. Plus, you can save 50% on a limited edition bed. No better sleep. Find your Sleep Number setting today only at one of the 450 Sleep Number stores nationwide. You can find one near you by calling 800-511-0061. That number again is 800-511-0061. Don't forget to smile and tell them that Mike O'Mara sent you. And now here to tell you about another fine sponsor is Mr. Oscar Santana.
Mike, it's Valentine's Day, and there's no better time for a fine bottle of wine, and you can get those bottles at chwine.com.
You guys actually sat down with the man himself, Cameron Hughes.
This guy flew in and brought the wine. He's so proud of what he does. He wanted us to drink with him and explain what he does.
That's how much he believes in this product. You will wonder, how does this guy offer his bottles of wine from anywhere from $10 to $15 to $20, and it should be $100 on the shelf?
These are $100 bottles of wine for $15-$20.
So what he does is he goes to these exceptional wine vineyards and he buys the little extra supply they have.
The surplus, yeah.
The surplus, and it's just, they're limited, so you'll have a lot number there.
Right.
But you can take advantage of what he buys because he sells it to you at a great price simply by going to chwine.com. Use our code TMOS just in time for Valentine's Day. TMOS, and you will get free shipping. You know how heavy those bottles of wine are. Free shipping is phenomenal.
That is fantastic. You just had to put in TMOS, and it's right to your door.
Again, TMOS, chwine.com. Support them because they support us, and that truck's backing up over me right now.
It's all full of wine, isn't it?
It is.
It's a shipment of CH wine.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store. And around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
I was thinking about the opening vignette today, and I was going to do this as really a throwaway. And then when I got actually more into it, I actually came up with the lists, and this is the way I want to do this. And this is pretty fascinating. Now, you might yell at me because when I went to 2015 with the hottest women of 2015, there were so many supermodels, swimsuit models that were not major household names, at least not as far as I was concerned. And you can call old man on this if you want. But I really got people from pop culture from the 1980s and people from today. And I've got 10 from each category, 10 from the 80s and 10 from our current day list of ladies.
Question, and I'm not going to cry old man because I think I love where this is going, but my question is when we're trying to choose who would you do?
Yes.
Are we looking at the 80s people as they were?
Yes,
or
of
as
course.
They are? Okay,
of course.
just checking.
Yes, of course you would do that.
Because, for example,
But I will
I'm
tell you
sure
this.
the mom from Webster is not hot anymore.
Well, to be honest with you, there are several on the list from the 80s that now have, I don't want to mention names.
Good morning.
But I will tell you
Kathleen.
that there are women from the 80s
Good morning.
that may not have,
Good morning.
have held up
Good morning.
quite as well as they
Some
have.
older women are sexy.
Yeah,
but I
then
don't hear.
sometimes there's bottle shock.
Here's what I don't need to. I don't know how to do. I really don't know how to match them well because it might be a little unfair. But I'll try to do. You know what? I've just got two lists of 10,
Okay.
and I'm going to go side by side. Okay?
I think that's fair. I think that's
who
fair.
would you do? Heather Locklear in the day,
Right.
or Mila Kunis? I think that's a good. That's a good one, isn't it?
Great comparison.
Heather Locklear, and we can bring the boys in too if we want, because we've got the younger men here, Mr. Rofo and Mr. Pony. They can jump in. Mila Kunis or Heather Locklear.
May I start?
You can go first.
I think Mila Kunis has a lot to offer, but she's been coochered. So I think that I have to go with Heather Locklear.
Got to agree with Rob
She's
Spiewak.
golden. She's just a golden
in her
woman.
day. In her day, Heather Locklear. But Heather Locklear was, was rock and rolled, and she was Tommy Lee.
When you say
she
in
was
the
Tommy
day,
Lee.
When you say in the day, I'm thinking just.
Or was she Richie Sambora?
Both of them.
I think she was both.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's right.
But when you say in the day, I was imagining right before she was cast on T.J. Hooker. So I mean, before she was messed up. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Heather Locklear.
I'm gonna go Mila Kunis.
Oscar.
Yeah.
Mila Kunis.
I knew you'd go with Mila. Rofo.
Gorgeous.
I got to go Mila Kunis. Borderline, that 70s show, right in that barely legal territory.
Oh, that is so disgusting.
Thanks, you sick F. Pony, you want to weigh in?
I take Mila, but at the the forgetting Sarah Marshall phase, a little bit older.
God, they're all.
That's
it's
really
different,
gross.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's different. It's different the way the young men of today have
Pony
been conditioned.
does like older women.
Oh, stop it! I think right now Pony would settle for a photocopy of Mila Kunis.
That's right, yeah. Do you want more wine?
Good morning.
Okay, very good.
Cheryl Rubin.
This one, I'm doing the best I can here but you know what? These are working out well.
Okay.
Jessica Alba, or in her day,
Yeah.
Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, easy, Olivia Newton-John.
I'm going to go with Jessica Alba.
Really?
Jessica Alba. Is that Oscar?
Oh, Jessica Alba. Definitely Jessica Alba.
Rofo?
Olivia Newton-John, Jessica Alba, I think she's overrated.
Really?
Oh, how about that controversial
I think you're overrated.
How about you, Pony?
I'd go with Olivia.
Okay.
No, but let me ask Pony a question.
Are you surprised at this? I'm very surprised the two youngsters went with the Olivia.
Well, they all had their way with themselves during the movie Grease. I'm just curious, the Olivia Newton-John when she was Sandy or when she's the whore at the end of Grease?
Definitely the whore.
The whore, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pony?
Oh, yeah, whore it up.
Yeah, let's whore it up. Let's whore it up with ONJ.
I swear to God, I'm looking at my two lists that I did completely randomly like 5 seconds before the show.
And they work?
I'm completely surprised that these are matching up. Here we go. Zoe Deschanel or, and in her day, in the 80s, Kathleen Turner.
See,
this is easy for me.
I got a thing for Zoe Deschanel, though. I really like her.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
I like the fact that she's weird. I like. Is that
body
bad?
Body heat Kathleen Turner over not over Zoe Deschanel.
You know what? It's kind of Deschanel. It's kind of like it's like trying to figure Hitler when he was just the good things he did.
Why does it have to be Hitler?
Because
why did he bring Hitler into it? I don't know.
But I don't want to have sex with
he was
Hitler.
an
I'm
art
just
collector,
saying
is that what you're
that I know I don't think there's any way that I can get out of my head where Kathleen Turner was headed.
All right, Kathleen Turner or Zoe Deschanel?
Deschanel, Mike.
I would even take Kathleen Turner in the War of the Roses days.
Okay,
But
I
she would
might
have
too.
to have a
I might
full
too.
wax before I saw her.
God, call them the Lumberjacks.
Yeah.
Rofo?
Not a good choice of options, but I'm going Zoe Deschanel.
Rofo, and if you're going to be included in the discussion,
talk
we are not
in
going to need the 10-second pause when I go to you. You know you're next. Be ready to give your answer quickly, please.
Zoe Deschanel.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Pony?
I'm going with Turner because the bangs on Zoe are just so annoying.
Yeah,
Thank you very
I'll
much.
show you
That's
some
good.
bangs on Zoe.
All right,
Windshield
here's a
wipers.
good one. In her day, back in her day, Brooke Shields or Jennifer Lawrence? Today's hottie.
Brooke
movie
Shields
star.
had daddy issues. They're chronicled in her latest book.
And mommy issues.
I'm going with daddy and mommy issues, Brooke Shields.
I've had
Brooke Shields.
Yeah.
I've had a
So
thing-
incidentally, when Oscar started that, one would think she had daddy issues, so that would scare him away. No, that was
No.
attracting him to
No,
her
no,
more.
no.
Rob Spiewak, what do you like?
Brooke Shields, back to the Blue Lagoon days. She was a big turning point for me.
16.
That's a little kiddie pornish right there. You ought to be
Hey,
locked up for
you know
that.
what? I was a kid too, so I think it's okay. I haven't seen it lately.
Go ahead there, Rofo.
I got to go Jennifer Lawrence on this one. Definitely.
Jennifer Lawrence. Pony, what do you
Yeah,
think?
definitely Jennifer Lawrence.
And I am going to say Jennifer Lawrence also, as much as I'm a fan of Brooke Shields. I think Jennifer Lawrence is kind of special.
What
Yeah,
about
but
the
you've
Lazy
seen
Boy
everything
commercials? She still looks good.
She still looks good. And remember, we went to see her in Cabaret on Broadway, and she came out, and they came out as their warm-up. They're warming up like dancers, and Brooke Shields was like stretching right in front of us.
and I was going legs, lily legs,
Wonderful.
legs.
All right, here we go. Katy Perry or Kim Basinger? Kim Basinger back in the day, or Basinger or Basinger or B-Singer or whatever, or Katy Perry?
Katy Perry.
Oh, Kim Basinger, Batman. The Batman Kim Basinger.
Katy Perry. I mean, she's just gorgeous. Like even with the
I see. I disagree completely. In her day, for a brief period of time before she was Baldwin, I will tell her that Kim Basinger was a super hottie. Rofo.
No?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Katy Perry.
I think it's Basinger.
You can't
Katy
go wrong
Perry
with that,
and Pony.
I've always wanted to bang a chick.
And incidentally, Rofo, seriously, and Rofo and Pony making the sexist bit that we're doing right now even more sexist.
Yeah, and, well,
terrific.
There's a difference between sexist and creepy. And they're bringing the creepy. Right. I think that's nice.
Mm-hmm. Well,
let's fly through the last 5 here. What? Go ahead, Pony.
Sorry. It would be.
No, that would be the perfect time to interrupt me when I'm saying let's fly through the last
let's
part.
do this.
Because your inherent natural timing for all things show continues to. But go ahead. I'll let you finish that thought. It was very important.
I just was saying I'd always wanted to bang a chick who was in a Super Bowl halftime show.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Was that worth it?
Scarlett Johansson. Or Catherine Bach, who was Daisy Duke on the Dukes of Hazzard.
Wow. You know what? I think this is a good matchup because I think they're both, in their day, they were overrated. And I think...
interesting. Okay.
Johansson's still relevant
in
her day. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about her day is now, Oscar. You want to settle down, pal?
Yeah, but...
I think she's overrated now, and I think Catherine Bach was overrated then. But...
Okay, so that makes it an interesting decision.
I think I have to go with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, it's easy for me. I've gone back and looked at Daisy Duke, so I had fond memories of her because that's when I had swirling in my pants and I didn't know what was going on when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait a second, was she?
Thanks
that
for
hot?
that little tip.
Was she that
Appreciate
hot?
it.
And you go back there, and she's not that hot.
She's not, and
No.
she's a disaster now.
Is
You
she?
might rather do Enos.
No.
Enos or Roscoe P. Coltrane.
I love Scarlett Johansson as an actress. I think she's fantastic.
Yep.
As a pure hottie, I'm going to go back in the day for that moment when she was on that TV show, Catherine Bach. That's what I like. And Rofo and Pony skipping this round. Moving right along. Candace. Here's one that I don't know because I threw one in here, a supermodel that Oscar will probably know this person, but I didn't. Candace Swainpool. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Gorgeous.
Candace Swainpool or Phoebe Cates? Back in the
Phoebe
Fast Times.
Phoebe Cates. And you know what?
Phoebe Cates?
Yeah.
Wow.
I knew people that worked at Blockbuster, and they always had to replace the Fast Times cassette because it was worn out on the part where Phoebe Cates came out of the pool. It would just break up. The picture would stop because people watched it so much.
Candace Swainpool or Phoebe Cates?
Phoebe Cates for sure. Can't go wrong.
Pony?
I'd fuck them all.
What?
Now stop! Oh my God!
Thursday.
Has he been drinking? Has he been drinking today?
Do you think there's a new thing Thursday, Pony?
Here's the wild card. Here's the wild card. I'm going to say Candace Swainpool.
Well, she's Victoria's Secret model. You can't go.
Because I saw a picture of her. All right, and these two I thought matched up pretty well. Kim Kardashian or Kelly LeBrock from back in the day.
Kelly LeBrock.
Yeah, Kelly LeBrock. Weird Science when she comes out of the smoke.
Yeah.
In that red dress.
Yeah.
Rofo?
I can't get past the hair. I got to go Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian and Pony?
I'd go with Kelly. I can't stand Kim.
Yep, me too. Kelly LeBrock.
Yay.
Thank you. Here we go. This
she looks like she ate herself as of late, I think, right?
Yeah.
And the last two are not good matchups because I think they're completely dominated by the 80s women, but we'll make a decision here. Miley Cyrus or Michelle Pfeiffer?
Oh, no contest. I don't even comment to that.
I know. I don't think so. I don't think that requires it.
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah. I think. All right.
Oh, no. Miley's got daddy issues. I'll do that.
Thanks for keeping some balance in it, Oscar. I appreciate that. And Selena Gomez, who's still kind of childlike to me, so I don't know whether she should be.
I agree.
Or Cindy Crawford.
Oh, Cindy Crawford is a gold standard.
Selena.
Yeah.
Selena
Gomez.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Selena?
Yeah.
No, you know what? All right,
She's 21.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad you guys popped that
Plenty
in.
of buffer.
Pony, do you want to?
I'll go with
Do you want to
Crawford.
jump in with Selena?
I'll go with Crawford.
Oh, thank you very
I
much.
like when he just uses the last name. I think I'm going to bone Crawford.
That's right. But
First
remember,
base.
Pony's line, the line of the show today, I'd F them all. Thank you very much.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Now, the fire chief wants you to go over the 4th of
Polly,
July.
I want a list of all the water activities that the city fathers are planning for today, all right?
Right away.
Hendricks.
Hey, Chief.
Where do we keep the beach closed signs?
Chief, we never had it.
No?
Chief, there's a damn truck with New Hampshire plates on it smack in front of my store.
Just have him fill out the form. Just fill it out.
Hey, look at the kids in my pants. 8 and 9 year old. Hey, glasses.
Yeah, glasses.
Hey, look at this. They did it with that
Call you
big
in the
head.
afternoon. Okay, I promise.
This stuff isn't gonna help me in August. The summer kings come down here in June. You haven't got one thing on here I ordered. Not a beach umbrella, not a sun lounger, no beach balls. If I can't get service from you, I'm gonna get service.
Chief, Polly sent me to find you to tell you that there's a bunch of Boy Scouts out on April Day doing their mile swim for their merit badges. I couldn't call them in. There's no phones out there.
Okay, come on, get out of there. Take this stuff back to the office and get to work on those signs. Beach is closed. No swimming. By order of the Amity PD. And let Polly do the printing.
What's the matter with my thing?
Let Polly do the printing.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his office chair, here's Mike.
You know, before I got into the middle of that tape, I thought it could have been two movies. One was Mad, 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 Mad World, and
Right.
the other was Jaws, right?
It was Jaws, and I love it. There's such great overlapping dialogue, but just to get to let Polly do the printing. I love that.
Have you ever played that clip from Jaws before?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
That's when they're all panicking, right?
Yeah, that's when
what it
he
is?
knows about the shark attack, but the town doesn't yet, and he
Wow.
has to paint the signs.
Scared kids. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. I want to tell you, beware, man. It's a trap.
Yes.
When she tells you I don't want anything for Valentine's Day, what she really means is you better get me something for Valentine's Day, Buster. Luckily, Shari's Berries has you covered, just like their berries are covered with delicious chocolate. That's right. It's a unique gift. We have been giving away Shari's Berries for years on the show. They are giant, freshly dipped strawberries. If you've never had one, you've never experienced one of the great confections of the world, starting at just $19.99. That's over a 40% savings. Even better, you can double your berries for $10 more. Simply click on the mic in the upper right-hand corner. Use our code TMOS. They are the best. They're delicious, huge strawberries, large as your head, covered with milk chocolatey goodness, topped with chocolate chips, nuts, decorative swizzle, whatever you want. No other gift is so giant, romantic, fresh, and juicy. Visit berries.com. That's BERRIES.com. Click on the microphone in the top right corner and type in TMOS again. Berries.com. Click the mic TMOS and get ready to be lit.
They're
Well, that was
awesome.
kind of. I was really a very interesting sociological study that we did at the beginning of the show because I realized, you know what? During the 80s, when I was a young man, I will
buck.
tell you, it was, I think we got it all over, the modern day women folk. I really do. I think
Except for the
absolutely.
hairstyles.
Yes.
Sometimes when
Down
you see
there.
some, well,
Right.
not just that.
Oh,
but-
don't upset. And by the way, they're saying, incidentally, at least I've read some things recently where they're saying all this lack of down there is
Yes.
not a healthy thing.
Well, it's-
have you
it's
have you
not
read that,
natural.
Oscar?
Yeah.
Do you
It's,
think I'm concerned with health?
I guess not.
Wow.
I guess,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
guess when you require the own bucket, but no. Let me look that up because that's interesting. I'm pretty
Well,
sure
that's why
that's
the
in there.
ladies go to their women doctors and they do what they do on their own time. I don't want to think about that.
Let
I just
them
wanna think
take care of
about-
it?
yeah, you know what? They don't think about how I pay the mortgage. I don't think about how they stay high.
You gonna let them cover the copay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
Just go do it, ladies.
Yeah,
Please
you take care of yourselves. I'll take care of the big problem.
All right, I'm just going to
TCB.
put in. All right, I
Yeah.
didn't get anything
Or
there.
TCV.
Lack of public. All right.
Public, like your supermarket down there, Mike. Publix.
The Publix has been shaved down.
That's right. We shave prices.
They shave prices.
That's right. It's excellent.
All right.
Do all
Here we
your
go.
shopping hair.
Okay, here we go. All right. Shaving, waxing, sugaring, creaming,
Oh,
lasering, threading, electrolysis. When it comes to that hair,
Sure.
there's certainly more than one way to.
Don't say it.
Skin a cat. Waka, 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 waka.
Hold on, but more important than the exact method,
This can't
Oscar.
be. Is this a real medical website?
Hey, we're
Are
on
the-
feminist.com.
This is a website called The Conversation.
Oh, God.
Hi there.
It's
I
called,
wanna welcome
there's so
you
many of them.
to the
It's called
conversation.
Academic Rigor, Journalistic Flair.
Yeah, I'm sure these
the
ladies are
conversation.
Okay, what's normal in the hair down there landscape, and incidentally, I'm modifying that for this discussion.
Thank you.
I'm not saying the public word. What's normal, because that's just the radio training that I have. What's normal has changed considerably, as we can all agree, over the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Research suggests that removal is increasingly the norm in the U.S., the U.K., Australia, but it has been documented. Did you know it goes back?
Right
Did you mean to say continents?
Countries. Apologize.
It goes back to ancient Egypt. Did you know that?
Oh, I didn't
I love
know
the
that.
internet.
Really?
I love the internet.
Does that
Sometimes I
explain
love
the triangular shape of the pyramids?
it. It might.
I'm just curious.
It says recent studies of hair removal in young Australian women show that almost 50% of female undergrads remove most or all.
Good day.
Good for them.
Yes.
But that's
Now,
Australia. That's a whole different place.
And it's obviously an Australian website
What were you
because
trying
that's
to prove
it's
earlier, that it wasn't happening or wasn't good?
Well, no,
But
I'm saying
people are saying it's not healthy.
Oh.
here is the going without or going with.
Yes.
The hair down there is an important marker of puberty. It signifies transition towards yabba yabba yabba. There's a lot of debate
Dr.
about the
O'Mara.
actual. All right, there's an actual debate about the actual function of it.
What's the function supposed to be? I
Cushioning.
thought it was just for the guys.
Cushioning, warmth, dust or bacteria
How about you
catching.
throw on a blanket.
Here we go. Pheromone transmitter.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now it says.
I'm
it
worried
says-
about the cushioning, though. What are you cushioning?
Yeah.
Okay. It says, can a lack of it down there affect health? Yes.
Oh.
Well,
A lack of the hair prevents.
bacteria.
Well, wait a minute. A lack of the hair prevents lice transmission. In fact,
That's actually a good thing.
So that would be
apparently.
unless you like lice.
No hair, no lice.
That's
That's what
right.
I've always
wait a
known.
minute.
That's what
But what
Oscar's
about
t-shirt
going
says.
bare?
Yeah.
Can a lack of the hair affect health? Well, yes. So it's a positive. It's
Oh, look
saying
at
because
that.
of that,
Wow.
it's a positive.
Man, if I ever come across a girl
So to speak.
that decided to go retro, I'll be like, look, the lack of the hair down there is actually it's better for your health.
That's right, because you don't want lice.
No, you don't want lice.
No.
Yeah, that's what
Lack
you'd
of
say. Feel free to
the
use that out
hair
there if you'd like.
doesn't in itself affect health in any other way, but the method of hair removal can. Salon conditions and tools employed for removal can transmit bacterial infections.
Oh, don't skip on your waxing lady then.
And shaving can cause small skin tears, even some that are not visible, that can provide
Spend
additional
your money
sites for
wisely.
STDs. That's what it says. So
All
this
right.
is not good. It's not all good.
Well,
Oscar,
Mike, you know what it is? Like so many things, it's not a black and white issue. There's the good
Yes.
and there's the bad. And if you require cushioning, ladies, grow it out.
You know what? More gray areas, though, huh? Isn't it like everything in society, right? Am I right, fellas?
Well, ultimately, there'll be a lot of gray areas.
Gray areas here. It says, whatever you decide, here are 5 things everyone should know about that kind of removal.
All right, hold
Finally.
on. Let me
And
get a
I guess
pencil.
now, especially with some people in this room, maybe for men and women,
Yeah.
number 1, it grows back.
It does.
Thank you.
Yes.
No matter what method you use to remove your hair, including the more permanent stuff, methods such as laser, it will grow back. Rob, did your laser back hair, did your hair grow back after the laser
Yes,
thing?
but not as much. It did work some, but that was a very long, tedious. Thank you.
Rob Spiewak's back.
I had
All right,
a
very good.
roommate.
Yeah, but no longer. I'm not like if I were to go to Cancun, I could no longer have my back beaded. I don't have enough hair for that anymore. But
Rob
that
had a
was-
very hairy back, and we lasered it on the show.
But the
one
thing is that it took 5 sessions.
Yeah, it takes a
Right.
while. I had a roommate get her crotch lasered at one point. I remember she would come back.
Is that
and she
code?
would Be bitching
Man.
about the
man.
pain down there. 'Cause
Sure.
It's not, clearly it's a little painful.
Yeah. What kind of laser is that?
And I remember when she was all done. I said, "Was it really worth getting lasered?
Right.
How much hair was actually down there? Because we were roommates, right?" And she said she was just too lazy to wake up and take care of it anymore. And I was like, "All right, she spent $2,000 to get that done."
Wow, but did it take care of it for good? I guess we're done.
We were only roommates for a couple years.
Did she complain about the lack of cushioning?
No, she never said anything.
Were you
about
more than
cushioning.
roommates?
No, not with her.
All right.
She was a bit of
Well,
a
anyway, they say it grows back no matter what you do. Number 2, it needs prep. You should use a trimmer or scissors before you begin to
Everybody knows
go
that.
smooth.
Sure.
Okay, that's easy. Use chemicals with care. Buy a depilatory. Is that right? Depilatory?
Yeah,
Is
like
that right?
Nair, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Designed
if you could use Nair down
specifically
there.
for the hair down there. You don't use Nair.
Oh, but
You
I'm
use it
saying
for
that
down
Nair
there.
is a depilatory, is the deal.
Yeah, but
it's
you
for
don't
your
use
legs.
one that's for the legs, I don't think.
Right.
Only apply it to the bad area after testing it on a smaller area first.
Oh, like
so like your arm.
like cleaning your sofa.
Yeah.
You don't want you want to find a place that no one can
Or
see.
carpet cleaner. Yeah, you got to find under the couch where no one's ever going to see if it's going to
Let
stain
me
or
try
not.
this in the closet.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Oh,
Let me
Miss
see.
Turner, we need to trim.
So you use the chemicals with care. Only apply it to the down there area after you know it works. Waxing warrants caution. Home waxing kits come in both cold and hot wax varieties. Cold wax.
And you know what the worst of all is Spee Wax. Stay away from that.
Cold wax. I like my car better with a hot wax. Cold kits may not work as well, but are certainly safer to use in the nether regions. And let me see. You should actually go to a salon. They say should, but they just said salons are dirty. So I don't.
Well, not
know.
all of
I'm
them.
not sure.
No, you got to go to a classy one. Mike, go behind the red door.
Yeah, that's where you would go.
Yeah. Hi, Ms. Arden. And number 5, laser or electrolysis lasts longer, but not forever. If you really want it all gone and for a long time, explore laser hair removal treatments and electrolysis. These treatments are done over several months and may cause some pain and skin irritation. So anyway, that's
By the
it.
time
And-
I got to my 5th treatment on my back, I was like, dude, whatever.
Get
It was
it
just,
over with,
yeah,
right?
it was not pleasant. But keep in mind, I hope that your area down there is not the size of my back.
Mike, so where did you hear that it was unhealthy?
right in there. There's a debate about it. If you remove it, I just listed
You're
the things that
exposed
were
to-
a debate.
Yeah, but
It was right in the article.
That
was right there.
Exposed to STDs easier.
Yes,
Can
and it
be.
also you can going to salons and getting those treatments
okay.
you can be prone to bacterial infection and that
I
type of
gotcha.
stuff. And then there is also the school of thought that it is a filter down there to prevent the gnarlies and the gribblies from getting there, much like your nose hairs. I believe that hair on the body is sometimes a filter. Right?
Do you trim your nose
like
hair?
like the whales filter krill?
Krill. Do you trim your nose hair, Krill?
Krill. I am Krill.
That is
Krill of the mountain.
You're saying a woman who is retro doesn't have. She doesn't get as bad allergies as a woman that doesn't have hair down there.
Well, it's not
you
going
know
to
what?
prevent whether or not her nose runs.
Right. Well, if you're dating Smoothie Smootherson, she might have the flu a lot.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just a theory. I have no idea.
Now,
Could be right about
Krill,
that.
do you trim your nose hairs?
Yes. Oh my God, do I?
Yeah.
You know why I do?
Why?
Because my sister had a neighbor. This guy, let's call him. I don't want to use his real name, but his real name's funny.
Okay, well, he just use his first name.
Listen to the show.
He uses his first name.
Perry. And so,
Perry.
and he never did.
Oh.
And he was a hairy guy, and they went down, and he didn't have a mustache. They went down halfway down his upper lip.
Oh, no. So he did technically have a mustache.
He
It
had
just-
them, but it was disgusting. And you'd see these long hairs. I have to trim my my nose hairs at least once a week.
Yeah, I trim.
Maybe sometimes twice.
What happens? Have you found that since you started trimming, they come back in with a vengeance?
Well, would you like to know the myths of hair? Here we go.
They do,
Three
they
most
come
common
in,
myths, Rob. Listen, 3 most common myths about down there removal. The rate of hair regrowth will not change because of hair removal.
Okay.
So you know how you say if you cut it,
That's
it
a
will.
myth, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
That is
that's
a
a myth. Number 2, hair coverage will not change in density. Your body has a set number of follicles. So, but I think it's the same thing about when you
I
shave.
don't
It's
know.
going to get.
Because now I've gotten to a point where my barber doesn't even ask me about my eyebrows anymore. He just does them.
Wait,
Right,
you get your
right.
eyebrows trimmed?
No, if I go too long without shaving my head, I have to have a
Yes.
barber cut me
Yes,
down.
clearly.
And when I sit down,
Yeah.
he will trim my eyebrows for
What do
me.
you look like, Fozzie? If that,
I think that
they look nicely shaped. I
Thank
just
you,
didn't know.
thank you
Yeah,
kindly.
yes, yeah.
Well, they're
I never
nicely
really seen them
shaped.
before.
But the thing is I think as you get
Brian
older,
Ernie over here.
Carla actually,
Groucho.
Carla made me start trimming my eyebrows about 2 months ago.
Oh my
when
God,
we were,
I can tell. You're right.
Yeah, we were
They're
going through the
super-
McDonald's
they're
drive-through.
They're shaping.
We were going through the McDonald's drive-through, and I looked at Carla and I said, "You ever notice that the French fries get a little bit smaller every year? I like that. French fries getting smaller." Carla said, "Trim those eyebrows, damn it."
what I did is I trimmed mine, so now I always look surprised.
There you go. I really overdid it with the clipper the last time I did
yeah.
it. You can tell it
We
like
can
that.
tell
you
right
know?
now, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm lying. It's for my stage show that I do down here in Fort Myers.
Is it
We'll take a break.
Father Dearest?
Father dearest. It's called La Caja Mike. We'll take a break. When we come back, it's more fun and more thrills on the Mike O'Mara Show. We'll talk to Oscar about his mamo and his college and everything else in his world. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, this is Mickey Coachella. Please listen to my podcast, It's Mickey, right here on the More Broadcast Network.
Oh my God, you sound so gay.
For more information, visit us at morebroadcasting.com.
Mickey will be joining us one day next week, so stay tuned.
Can't wait. It's been a long time, too long since we've had Mickey on the show. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. We didn't plan this, but this segment of the program brought to you by Harry's. If you want to look good for Valentine's Day, all you need is Harry's. Once you experience the look, the feel, and the quality of the shave, you'll be hooked on Harry's. Just for Valentine's Day, all new customers get free engraving on the Chrome Winston razor when you use our code at checkout. And we actually have the Chrome Winston razor.
Oh, he's
that's
here.
coming in right now. Yeah. You'll get it raised up 3 blades and either Harry's shave cream or foaming shave gel for only $25. That's $15 off with the code TMOS Love.
Who are you?
No spaces. I'm the Winston. Buy me for VD. Ground shipping ends on Friday. Order your engraved Chrome Winston today and get it in time for Valentine's Day. Go to harrys.com right now.
When?
Right now, and enter the code TMOS Love at checkout. That's TMOS Love, not the regular code, TMOS Love. You have to use that one to get the deal, and Harry's will personalize your Chrome Winston razor absolutely free. Just enter TMOS Love, all one word, at checkout to receive your personalized razor and save $15. Go to harrys.com and fall in love with a better shave.
I use the Winston every morning, and I love it. It's great. It has such a great
Did you get the
heavy
Winston
feeling.
when
I
you
did.
got yours?
Yeah, I did. I got the Chrome one. It's awesome.
I just upgraded because of this deal.
Yeah.
I bought them for my dad, my brother, my stepbrother. They absolutely love them.
Yep.
It's awesome. We have to get you one. We'll get you one.
And you know what else
thank
I
you.
did this week? I took advantage of their subscription plan.
Oh, you're good to go.
So every month now they send me razors and shaving cream. It's fantastic.
Nice.
Winston. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Oscar Santana is a very, very busy man.
Please.
He is flying around. He is getting a master's degree. He is going to school. He is doing 12 podcasts. And I think I haven't seen any signs of it, but you.
Oh, I have.
But today you seem a little run down.
I've been beat down
when
ever
he
since I started
when he
school.
came in today, I said, "How's it going?" He said, "School sucks." I said, "Sorry to hear it, Julia." He sounds like he's a freshman in high school.
Well, it's an adjustment period.
Yeah,
gentlemen.
Mr. Halsey's giving a hard time in geography.
I have my first quiz tomorrow morning.
This is the first graded exercise?
No, we've been graded already multiple times.
How you doing?
Hey, okay. You have
Get
I'll
it?
say this.
Okay.
You have to have a 3.0 or they kick you out. I'll tell you that much. So there's got to be at least a
That's
B average.
pretty stringent.
It's a tremendous amount of pressure here.
Do you get a
And if
refund?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's the first thing that popped into my mind. Did they kick you out?
No refunds. But you're
Well,
paying
but they'll
per
refund.
semester.
They'll refund you like to that point, right?
Oh no, this
Like-
isn't. No, you don't get. You're not renting. You're buying an education. You pay for the credits, and if you
No,
fail
hold
them
on.
or you don't,
Let's
do well,
stop right
Yes.
here. Now, I want to don't be
Okay.
flip. I want to get the
Yeah.
real
Yeah,
answer.
don't
here.
be
Okay.
flip.
I won't
So
be flip.
you get a D average. You're graded every semester?
Every
Is
semester.
that,
Yeah.
So when is your semester over? You started last week.
It's a spring semester, so it'll be over in June.
In
Early
June.
Early June. Yeah.
So, but when your final grade comes in June,
Yes.
if you have below a B average, you will be kicked out of the program, and you will not have to pay for the entire rest of it. You will be, but you will not be refunded.
I will have just
for,
paid for where I went, like the semester I went.
Wow,
It's a lot of pressure, though.
Yes.
Daniel Simpson Day has no grade point average.
Well, some may say because it's an executive MBA that shouldn't be that hard. Others will say that it makes you make it a priority. You don't want to spend $50,000 and then be asked to leave the program because you couldn't keep up.
And they don't want to dick around on their end either.
They don't want to effing waste their time. I'll tell you that much.
Is the workload, in your opinion, it can go a couple of ways. Is it something where you think with the right amount of effort you can handle it? Do you feel that way, or do you
Yes.
feel like it's
Yeah.
actually over your head?
Anybody can. If there are professionals in my program right now that whether they're doctors, lawyers.
Indian Chiefs, Mike.
They might run their own business. There might be entrepreneurs
Right.
with more moving parts than we have in our current business, and they have kids and they have families. If they can do it, I certainly can do it. That's the way I look
And
at it.
the actual academic work, the level of the difficulty is challenging, but not.
For me, it's challenging. It definitely is challenging.
If you're
especially
not,
just getting
let me
into it.
ask this because it's a business degree.
Yes.
If you're not math oriented, are you screwed?
No, but you, for example, the financial accounting is the hardest course I'm taking right now, and
is it more theory or more number crunching?
You're not. Well, I'll give you an example. They'll give you a set of numbers, right? This practice quiz that we just worked on yesterday in my review group. And this is. I feel like I'm in college again. They give you a set.
We'd like to sign out a study room in the library, please.
Well, the tough thing about Oscar's study group is he was late for it because he was yelling at Worm. They went on a poker bender, and Worm has got so much. He owes Grandma so much money right now.
So the financial accounting, they'll give you a set of numbers. They'll give you financials, and you have to create a balance sheet, a statement of cash flow, an income statement, and a statement of stock equity out of all the numbers. Now,
my statement is, I don't get it.
Would you be able to do that, Rob?
If you know the formulas, you can actually execute. It's pretty simple once you learn the formulas.
But you have to. But the formulas, do they make sense to you, or is it something
now they make sense to me?
Does it bother you when you're in a study group and you start naturally ranking? Like, how many in your study group? 5 people?
There was 5 people. Yeah.
Do you think that you were number 3 as far as understanding?
I was middle of the pack.
So does it bother you about the 2 that get it faster than you?
No, because those people will help you figure it out.
Then what about numbers 4 and 5, the dead weight? You got to kill them?
They're not. Well, that's the thing. All of these people, there will be other subjects where I'm stronger and then I'm weaker, right?
All right.
So you have to remember that. And you're setting the baseline right now with your coworkers. If you
Do you have any hotties in your study group?
No. They're all...
Any women at all?
They're mostly women.
Any good-looking men?
Yeah, mostly women. And then the 2 gentlemen... The two gentlemen that are in my other group that I work with are Naval Academy graduates. So they have their ass together.
They keep it tight.
Yeah, they have their ass
Terry, I'm having trouble with this spreadsheet. I was wondering if there was a way you could maybe come down to the Starbucks and then my place is just around the corner. And Shannon will be in yoga most of the afternoon. And we could maybe go over some of these numbers. Anyway,
crunch these numbers.
Yeah,
the great thing about, I guess, this program is that some of the individuals are actually in charge of finance, so they're accountants, right?
Okay.
So they can help you walk through this. And in the long run, I'm probably never really going to use this, but it helps you understand so for example, if we ever buy a business or if we ever are evaluating our own business,
right? If TMOS were to buy CVS,
yes,
okay,
we'd be able to see their financial statements and actually understand where the gaps are within the statements.
Nice gap. Now, does it help you also build when you learn these? And the formulas you're learning now are probably basic formulas,
yes,
right?
And most
they
of them
build
are done
on
by
that.
computers now.
But they build on that.
Yes, most of them are done by computers now. But once you know the actual theory, you can actually start looking at a balance sheet and say, okay, well, this is what's missing, or something's off, or let's figure out what we can do.
That's why
to
after
change
his first class, he looked at our balance sheet.
No. Well, what's also awesome, Mike, is that
that's Bill Fleming.
That when I'm lucky, I feel extremely lucky that when I'm working on these formulas, I can take what the information that they've given us for these practice quizzes, but I can also take our information. I can take our information.
Hey, sorry I'm late to the study group.
How you doing? Here's the order of the commercials you ran last week. Here's the order you're going to run this week. What do you guys think? Bill Fleming.
I can start applying them to our own business. But that's the boring part of school.
What's the fun part?
The fun part of
the
school
football games
is when you're walking around a campus and everybody's younger than you and you're older,
right?
And you have a room that has been reserved.
It's in a hotel though. It's not in like a fraternity.
No. Well, right now you have like different satellite campuses you can go study at. Right?
Okay.
So this one was in Shady Grove, right outside of D.C.
All right.
Not at College Park, the main campus. And I go there, and I was freaked out. I didn't want to be the last guy there, so I got there super early. And there was another group in there. And I sat outside, and I was like, okay, we get this room at like 4 o'clock. This group just keeps on trucking on here.
Sure.
And nobody had arrived yet. So I opened the door, and they're all kids in there, basically. And I'm talking about
19-year-old kids, yeah.
And they look at me like I'm the professor. And I say, hey, this room's reserved at 4 for the MBA. program, and they said, well, can we get 5 minutes? I said, I don't think so, guys. There's a lot of empty rooms out there. And just joking around.
Right.
I just want to give my heads up that there's a group coming. And they got so freaked out, they left before I could even finish the bit.
Wow. They didn't even have a chance to ask if you could buy them beer.
No, not
Hey,
at
Professor,
all.
can you buy me a 6-pack of beer,
and
please?
then one of the guys asked me where he could go and make copies. I said, dude, I just got here. Like, I'm new.
I think you should have them starting to call you
I had a sports jacket on,
Dr.
a
Oscar.
dress shirt. It was a whole thing. I realized I was like, I don't even belong here.
Wow.
Let's actually, we've got a clip of Oscar walking into his first classroom.
Oh, good.
Would you guys like to hear that?
Yes, please.
I think you'll enjoy that. It's really nice. It's right into his dorm here, and he's talking. He's talking to everybody over there. I guess that appears to be Oingo Boingo playing in the background.
Well, it's a big school. They get the good bands.
Real genius.
Yeah,
Let me tell
wonderful.
you.
Wow, that's incredible. They
No, I did have.
Hey, another group comes in at 4 o'clock.
I had a great back to school moment when they're opening the Robert H. Smith School of Business their souvenir class or whatever.
Sure.
It's not a
Their
bookstore.
souvenir class.
It's not a bookstore. It's a little room. Yeah, I know proper bookstores, right?
Let them
So they got
talk.
like
This is
T-shirts and
good.
stickers and stuff like
but
that?
they have proper bookstores. And at that proper bookstores at the University of Maryland, they don't have the business school swag, right?
Oh, so this is like the business school specific swag. So you get the Robert Smith sticker.
So you get an email that says
Sure.
the store is going to have special hours on Friday at lunchtime.
So you can go and get your sweatshirts
So I
and
sat
personal
there and I said,
lubricant.
What do you have? What are some of the stuff? What's some of the stuff?
I don't have anything.
But what do they sell? What are they selling?
Oh, they sell sweatshirts, they sell T-shirts, they sell bumper stickers, they sell license plate covers, they sell everything, right?
Wow.
And people are really into that. I don't know if I'm really into that, but I kind of want to go in there.
I would, if I was in and I was doing that. It's like kind of letting people know what you're all about. What does it say on the sweatshirt? What would it say on the sweatshirt?
It says University of Maryland, Robert H. Smith School of Business.
That's not
what
the
it
one
says.
I bought. I actually went yesterday, Mike, after the show, and I bought a hoodie. And it says, I paid $400,000 for an MBA, and all I got was this stupid sweatshirt.
No, my point is this. I would love to be in a position that if everybody was in there, I'd say, you get a pen, and 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 you get a pen. Because I'm going to go in there to see what they have. I've seen it online, but I want to go in there and see what they have, but I also want to see who buys what.
Now, when you
right?
go to class, are most people like in business attire, or could you show up in a Robert Smith sweatshirt?
You could, but it would be over your shirt or jacket or tie. Or
Okay,
whatever. You would
all
be
right.
wearing that.
Understood.
Right. So, we'll go
And
from
not
there.
to mention the swim trunks. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will continue on this academic discussion as we discuss Costco and Kirkland beer and our sexist question of the day. Lots coming up on the Mike O'Mara Show. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. You know, it's weird the way things tie together. We're talking about academics, and that's Gary U.S. Bonds, is it not?
Yeah, it is. Produced by Bruce Springsteen.
Gary U.S. Bonds played one of the last concerts in our little amphitheater outside my dorm room at American University in
No
the early
kidding.
1980s. Yes. 1980, I believe, Gary U.S.
He
Bonds
might have
was
been
playing out
promoting
there.
this record at that time.
If you drove through the campus of American University today, you would still see that little amphitheater between the dorms where they used to bring in like top flight bands and have a little concert, and we all just hang out on the lawn.
That's
It was
cool.
awesome.
And now that's just where they sell the meth,
Big
right?
fun. That's needles everywhere. It's terrible. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Hey, everybody. Health and fitness are important, and one of the easiest ways to start living a healthier life is to drink more water. Help your loved ones lead a better and healthier life by giving them a SodaStream sparkling water maker. With a SodaStream, you can transform ordinary water into fresh sparkling water in seconds, which makes it easier to drink more water more often, and that is good for ye. You can even add your favorite natural flavors, yum yum. Studies show that people drink more water if they have a SodaStream sparkling water maker. 3 glasses more a day. That's 43% more than the average American. That's no surprise because SodaStream makes water exciting to drink. Good health outlasts candy and flowers, so give the gift of health to your Valentine and help them make the commitment to drink more water this year with the SodaStream. Available at SodaStream.com or at over 1,000 local retailers. You see them everywhere.
Sure.
SodaStream, water made exciting. Welcome back to the show. Whoa. Yeah, rolling around, I buy most everything now on Amazon. I buy tons of stuff on Amazon, but occasionally when you run out of something, it's out to the big box store and out to the Costco, and it has been a long time since I had rolled in there down in South Florida. And the ones they had in Northern Virginia compared to the ones down here are very, very different, and I tell you the main difference, the booze. The booze down here for these snowbirds, for the people that are down here in South Florida right now.
They absolutely mean it.
They have an acre of wine. They have more wine down here, and they have unbelievably expensive wine down here. And it's just miles and miles and miles of it. And I just said to myself, this has got to be triple what I saw at the big box store when I was back in Northern Virginia. And then I realized that's all people are doing is they're getting all wined up, you know. So I walked through the entire store and went, chwine.com.
Well, the other thing that blew my mind, when you took me to your Costco when we went down there a year and a half ago or so, being a Virginian where you have to go to the ABC store to buy liquor, Costco has hard liquor down there.
They've got a liquor store right to the right of the store, and it was like a dream scenario. Now, the rules apply. It's only like usually big batches of stuff that they have
just
down there.
The brands that they stand by, but it's usually like one brand of vodka, and I believe it was Grey Goose, and then there was Kirkland vodka.
Which is made in the same distillery.
Which we theorized was also Grey Goose.
Now, so you don't get, do they sell beer they sell beer
and wine
Costco,
in Virginia, yes.
Have you seen the Kirkland beer
yes,
that they're selling now?
There's Kirkland beer and I think Kirkland Light.
Yeah, Kirkland Light. I saw that the other day. I didn't get it, but I saw it.
I am so happy you guys brought this up because of business school and we read all these case studies.
Yeah.
I always thought that these knockoff cereals were always made by the main cereal companies like General Mills,
right? Because they've got the factory in place.
That's not the case. There are third-party vendors that will make knockoff cereals.
And every grocery store has the knockoff cereals now, right?
But there are third-party vendors that do that. There are some vendors, some big brands that actually make their knockoff brands. But there are other companies that are dedicated into making
like the cereals that come in bags.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you find out about this on that podcast, Cereal?
No. I found out about it.
Wish we had that music
in one of the econ case studies we read.
Do you have cereal music?
Give me 1 second. I think I do. Yeah.
I was actually shocked how they price fixed cereal. Why it was so expensive for so long.
Well, it was the coupons, right?
It was the coupons, but General Mills and Kellogg's were the main cereal companies that controlled the market. Thank you.
In 2002, I opened the cereal aisle at Costco. I noticed that most people weren't really paying attention to what they were eating when it came to their breakfast cereal. So I decided, wouldn't that be an interesting idea if I had cornflakes and just called them Costco cornflakes? Isn't that a neat idea? So one day, I said, this is working pretty well. I might as well take the Fruit Loops and change those to the Costco Fruit Loops as well. Then I looked over in the corner, and there was a man in a bathrobe. His name was Oscar Santana. Oscar had a friend, Rob Spiewak, and they were both just hanging out in the dessert aisle, where they used to always hang out. I said, this is great breakfast cereal. They looked at me and they said, we understand you like breakfast cereal, but what we're concerned about is murder.
Mike, it's like you read the case study. That's exactly what happened. I'm telling you, as far as a company saying, okay, cornflakes are easy to make.
What about the milk aisle?
Yeah, we'll make our own cornflakes. That's what companies do.
Wow.
Yeah.
I always assumed something is cereal that was like a factory reliant food. It's not like, picking string beans. They've got to actually make the stuff.
Yeah, but it's so easy to make. If you look at it, how much money's made off of cereal.
Do you have to? Is it
please
foreign?
Play the cereal theme again, because that led to a few questions. Does this cereal taste as good as the Kellogg's brand name cereal, or is it just the packaging that made them taste better? Well, as usual, the truth is somewhere in the middle. That's it. Yeah. finally listened to Serial. I finally listened to that.
Thank you.
The one that Oscar was getting like royalty checks to promote on the show, and I listened to that. The only thing I can't get with Serial is that lady's delivery. That NPR delivery, absolutely, after about a half an hour, I'm ready to stab myself in the eye with an ice pick. It's that horrible.
You get used to the delivery when you start envisioning how beautiful she is.
I can't get by that Saturday Night Live sketch with Sweaty Balls when I'm watching that.
It's so dead on. It is.
And by the way, did you guys finish that? So did you find out what the deal was?
We've been done for months now.
Before Christmas, way before.
Did they spring the kid? Did they spring the kid? Did he?
Nothing happened yet.
Turns out
So
the
he's still in jail.
Still waiting.
The murderer was the guy who wrote that song. It was no one saw it coming. It was very exciting.
Was that original music that they put together for that podcast?
Yeah. And it's
You know,
very
I'd love to
annoying,
get.
isn't it?
I'd like to get some here.
Yeah.
We're going to have the floodgates open now. I'd
Be-
like some
be
original
very,
music.
Very careful.
Yeah.
I
what
would
you
like
ask
some
for.
original music for the Mike O'Mara show.
Okay.
I would like some original. It doesn't have to be lyrics, please, God.
All instrumentals,
no,
please.
All instrumentals.
Yes.
All
Please.
instrumentals,
And
because
you
I
have-
don't want one of those songs.
And you have to send us an email saying we have rights to use it.
Yes, please.
I don't want any hinky things going down.
And no
Well-
cassettes.
Yeah, no,
No.
cassettes.
MP3s. Please.
No demos.
Please don't do that. Sexist question of the day, and we got back from Washington D.C. I thought the little guy performed really well on the plane, and it was okay, and everything was fine.
It was 2 songs and some dancing, right?
And Carla and I, he performed great. Just a little stage kid, We on the good ship, lollipop. Yeah, put him. Hike those shorts up more, Michael. Come on, Michael
part
Williams.
was getting the little 6-shooters through TSA.
On Monday night, Mrs. O'Mara went to bed, and we both did, probably at about 9:30. We went to bed, got in off the plane, and really, I forced myself, because I'll stay up late if I don't absolutely force myself to go to sleep. But we probably knocked out 9:30 to about 6:30 the next morning, a good, significant night's sleep. Tuesday night, Mrs. O'Mara actually knocked out probably, I think she went to bed at 8:15.
Wow.
And then I let her sleep till about 7:15. And I realized that there are certain times of the year where you probably shouldn't ask this particular question. And this for all young married couples that probably can use this help.
So this is a
Don't
valuable lesson.
Yeah. There's one question you said. And maybe it was tone to a certain extent, because maybe I was a little crispy as well. But I looked at her and I said, "Why are you so tired?"
Oh,
and that was just not. That's
Mike, you
not
say
a question
there's a
you
certain
ask
time of year that you shouldn't ask that. That time of year is called the February to February era. It is all year. You never ask that question.
Yeah, I asked it, and it was.
Why was she grumpy? What was she doing?
Well, I just think that I said it spoke to. I said you got plenty of sleep, and then it was like, run your own toddler, like that. And I just realized it was not the right thing to say. But I know that mommies can relate to this with small children. Rob has talked for years about Carrie's schedule. Carrie is tired always, correct?
Always tired physically and tired mentally because she has to deal with so much. And I've found, Mike, and I think even if you add up your marriages, I've still been married the longest.
Yes, you have.
And what I've learned is this. Best to shy away from all sleep discussions, and if you're roped into it, support whatever they say. They might.
Guys, what happened to being men?
Yeah, what happened to that? You try being
Bunch
married.
Of pussies I work with.
You know what? You've never committed in your life, so don't call us pussies, pal. You're so afraid of commitment, and if it bit you in the ass, you'll never get married. You'll never be married.
Tie him up by his Buster Browns.
That's right, Pally.
I commit to me.
Yeah,
you commit to you. Yeah, well, that'll work for you. That'll work well for you when you're blowing spit bubbles when you're 80 years old. That'll really work for you there, pal. Why am I talking like a 1930s movie right now? I have no idea.
What you need to do, and if you get roped into any discussion about sleep, you always agree. Like, for example, let's say someone, and her name is Carrie, says, maybe the reason I'm tired is that I'm sleeping too much. I said, I don't know.
We've had that.
I think the body is going to let you sleep the right amount always. Meanwhile, I gotta go.
You're so lying, though. You're so lying.
Yeah,
inside, that's Rob's outer statement. Inside, he's going, yes, you're absolutely right. Perhaps if you didn't sleep for 14 goddamn hours, you might have a little energy.
Drifting in and out of Judge shows. You say, oh, Judge Alex.
How about fewer winks and more laundry?
Yeah, that's right. Fewer winks and more drinks for Daddy.
Yeah,
has she ever addressed her abundance of sleep when she's in the home?
Yeah, she loves it.
But she doesn't do anything like to change it at all.
No, I believe she has talked to the doctors and stuff, and she's been, I think they've tried.
I didn't intend for this to get on you again.
No,
I'm really
it's
sorry.
fine.
You're taking a lot of heat off me. I think this is terrific.
She's spoken to medical professionals, and they've tried different cocktails of drugs, and it always results in the same thing. It's that, you know what, she just likes to sleep. And you know what? She can go if she needs to. Like, for example, she doesn't have to pull the really bad Black Friday schedules that she used to because she has some seniority at her store. But I've seen her go in and do 15, 16-hour shifts, and you know it doesn't kill
brutal.
her.
That's in retail. And that to me would just be the pure boredom of that would be absolutely killer.
That's right. Well, the only thing that she has to root for is a lot of you don't know this is that if you're at the Leesburg outlets and you find Carrie's store, she carries a shiv. So don't piss her off because you say, "Do you have this in a medium in the back?" She'll knife you, and but no, she can go if she needs to. But she likes to sleep the way I like to listen to music, the way you like to golf. It's just something she likes to do.
Is it a male? I don't want to be sexist. I swear to God, I don't want to get letters.
Well,
but is
Mike,
it a male?
we're not on this show. We are.
Is
not
it a
sexist.
male-female thing? Because
Maybe.
Well, God almighty, when I used to do the morning show, you guys remember I was driving to the studio. I had to pull off and get a vanilla ice cream cone because I was sleepy.
Well,
remember that? But that's because I got 4.5 hours of sleep a night.
That was just your excuse to hang out in the elementary school parking lot because you like to see the kids play.
Let's ask Super Stud about his little pixie and find out whether she has the same energy level as some of the other women
Mike,
we're discussing.
when Shannon, and she has on occasion, told me that she's tired, I said, you know what? It is tough being you, just going to school and working part-time. Let me tell you, you don't have to worry about anything. Woe is me. Life is so grand, it gets sleepy.
Does she sleep a lot? Would you describe her as more fatigued or less fatigued than you are?
Oh, she is more fatigued. And
so, yeah, I mean, that's
but see, this is the difference between both of you guys. Is, for example, I think on...
Hold on just a second, Oscar. I know you're going to talk about. Can we hear it from the beginning, please?
You
Because,
betcha.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we have this discussion, the great Madeline Kahn. Okay, thank you.
And tired of love.
All right, now turn it off.
Okay.
Let's now.
Yeah,
so you were
that's silly.
talking about Shannon, and I was talking about Carla and Rob. It just, I'm never going to ask the
What's
question
tough for
why
me
you're so
is
tired.
because I have so much on my plate.
Right.
I don't want to hear your bitching about your great life. That's what I don't want to hear. Please.
Do you? I have to ask you this, Rob. Because
Yes.
you're up there, you're looking at him, you're in the room with him.
I feel it's.
Do you
simmering up.
believe that he is saying these things to his bride?
We could call her.
No.
Just on Tuesday, I went home and she was still in bed, and I opened up all the blinds, and I said, "Well, this isn't going to work here. It's time for you to get up and start your day and live your life, because Daddy's paying the mortgage and you're just sleeping."
He is such a dick.
That's the way it works.
Yeah.
And,
I need a teammate, Mike. I don't need a dependent.
Well, it's nice that you took her to Stockholm one time where she got the syndrome. That's truly wonderful.
If you don't teach them early, they take
Them.
advantage.
Mike, if you don't teach them early, they will take advantage.
I just you've been speaking about this for so long. She gives as good as she gets sometimes. I want to make sure.
Yeah.
I want to stand up for Shannon a little bit here. Does she just succumb to this horrible sexist environment that you created for her?
I don't think it's sexist. She looks at me as a leader of we're not equals, all right? And I'm going to make that clear. We're not equals financially.
My God. Please send letters to Mike O'Mara Show, Oscar Santana, Sexist. Yes.
By the way,
the
I was
case-
kidding about Carrie carrying a knife. He means this.
I know.
I make the rules. Now, if she paid the majority of the bills, and I could just go to school and
I pay the majority of the bills. Carla does not.
And
I do
follow
not make
my
all the
dreams
rules.
and figure out what I want to do with my life. Then I would follow her rules. But
Are you
that's just
getting
the way it is.
Are you getting a little bit of a Ralph Cramden vibe here, where
I'm getting
this
very
is sort of the bravado when in fact she might have a little more power than he lets on?
I mean, look, she can have as much power as she wants, but she's got to work hard for it. If you don't work hard for it, then you can't have that power.
Do you discuss this on Big O and Dukes as well? Do you talk the same way about her?
Oh,
you
well,
don't.
I talk the same way about her. Yeah,
you talk the same way about the
same
relationship,
way
because I've
about
always
the
been fascinated by that. I had a long conversation with her at Jimmy's on Super Bowl Sunday, and
Did it start with "Please, you have to help me"?
She was slipping me notes. She was like, Please get me out of here. He's going to leave me downstairs in a cage.
Yeah, the weird thing
very
is she
scary.
sent me a video after she left Jimmy. She was holding up that day's newspaper and blinking. And I don't know what it meant. So
It
I
was
just
Morse
deleted
code,
it.
Rob. It
What's
was
that?
Morse code,
Oh,
SOS.
I wish I hadn't deleted it.
No, when I talk to her, I will be honest with you. I always enjoy. There are two things I notice every time I talk to Shannon. One is that she's very smart. She's a smart girl.
Yes.
She's very, very smart. She's super smart. The other is that I get an overwhelming sense sometimes that she's trying not to say anything wrong.
Yes.
Well, because
God, that's
she
horrible.
lives in fear.
That's horrible.
She lives in
Gotta
constant
mind your
fear.
P's and Q's.
That's right.
Don't embarrass Daddy.
That's right. Or else she gets the hose again.
Don't want
Oh
that.
my God!
Yeah,
you realize these words are coming out of your mouth.
Mike,
you realize
I
how
have
totally
been on-
politically incorrect
I've been
this
on
is.
both sides of the coin here. I've been in relationships where you give,
Mike,
give,
he's
and
been
give.
on both sides of the coin.
Or whatever. Where you give and give and give.
You give and give and give. Yes, I.
And I
they
give
take
for
and
you.
take and take and take and take.
Sure.
Right.
Or you start off on equal footing and realize, okay, there's not going to be a power struggle.
Well, I
here.
would describe
I'm gonna
my
be the
relationship
president, you
with
can be the
Carla.
vice president.
I would describe my relationship with Carla as we both give equally to the relationship.
Again, that's probably true. She takes care of you. She keeps you
But
alive.
she does.
Yes.
She's younger than I am.
Yes.
She does. She was there for me during my myriad of hospital tests. But I will tell you that she
And will be again.
and will be soon.
Pulling the plug.
Very
Soon.
soon. Oh, got the hip doctor on February 13th.
Oh, does he
Nice.
the guy that has the goatee and drinks a lot of coffee?
Oh, he's fantastic.
Oh, that would be the hipster doctor.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's great. It's you might see the clinic down here. It's in it's actually in Punta Gordo, and you can go up there. It's Van Helsing Hip. It's Van Helsing Hips. That's what it's called.
Hey, before I get the hate mail, because I'll get it.
Yeah.
You're gonna get ass loads. of it.
Realize this, and I want women also to think about this. If you are the breadwinner in your relationship,
Bread.
if you really think about it, you probably have more power in the relationship. That's just the dynamic that works out, unfortunately, right? So they can make more rules. And I'm sure the women out there that do that when the male or husband in their relationship don't make as much as they do.
Sure. And you have to be on both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
Both sides of the coin.
Both
Okay.
sides of the coin.
Very good. I'd like to make this statement before we go to break. I distance myself from everything that young man just said.
Yeah.
We'll take a break.
I'm not even sure he's on the show anymore.
That's right. I think. He will be. We need him. God knows we need him. Balances out the hate mail that I get. We'll take a break and come back with news you may not need on the Mike O'Mara Show.
It's Tony and Gary.
Hey there, boys and girls. I'm Tony Perkins.
I'm Gary Stein.
On the next episode of our show, we are going to get an update from Rob Ford about his date lab date.
Oh, and as you can tell, I send Tony to a psychiatrist.
Yeah, it's troubling. Search iTunes and subscribe to the Tony Perkins Show.
For more information, visit us at morebroadcasting.com.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Vegas.com. Let me tell you about Vegas.com. They know Las Vegas because they all live out there. This is not a company that's located in Kansas that's going to tell you about great deals in Las Vegas. Everyone at Vegas.com lives there. They work there, and they party there. They know the people that set the deals, so the moment prices drop, Vegas.com drops them on their site in real time. Vegas.com will save you money on all the hot shows, the tours, the attractions, the VIP bottle service, the top clubs. You will get the lowest rate on your hotel thanks to Vegas.com's Drop Watch tool. Let's say your hotel rate drops after you book it. You say, oh, no, I'm getting screwed. No, they tell you so you can rebook, and Vegas.com will refund the difference. It's that easy.
They got you
It's
covered.
simple.
Yeah.
It's like everything great. It's simple. They figured it out, and they're going to do it for you. It gets better. Go to Vegas.com right now, and when you book hotels, shows, even jumping off the Stratosphere Hotel, just enter the code TMOS in the promo box at checkout and get an extra 10% off everything but hair hotel packages. Not hair hotel packages. That would be Air hotel packages.
Air hotel.
That's Vegas.com and get your bonus savings with our secret code TMOS. Vegas.com, the only place you can get insider information for the Vegas trip of your life. Hey, Mr. Newsman, time for you to play me in. Thank you very much, and he didn't do it. God damn it.
He's a
I didn't
jerk.
plug it back in. Oh, that's right. I muted that. I hate this. This computer may be broken.
No,
It's
no,
news.
no.
Boo.
Maybe,
Doesn't work.
Maybe it's instant replay.
Doesn't work. Might work in certain podcasts.
Yeah.
It's not going to work on a broadcast.
No.
It's not. A computer doesn't do the same things that an instant replay does.
We're better
Period.
than that.
We are better.
We're better than that.
We're going to embrace the future.
Instant replays.
Piece of crap.
Yeah.
No, I need what I need. You know what I need? I need 4 iPads.
Yes,
That'll
4
solve the
iPads.
problem.
There you go.
That's what I need. Not the
fine with me.
laptop where I have to go because it can't just let you know you're turning the volume down. It's got to go blip 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 every time you turn the music down.
Is your current iPad your timer?
No, my current iPad is my timer. Yes.
Okay, we have to get him a cheaper timer and make that iPad a soundboard.
Like something like
That's
this.
what we should probably do. Yeah.
I don't like them that small. I like my big numbers.
That's the businessman in me
Yeah,
saying.
let me start. Thank you very much.
Did that come up in the study group?
You know, at
My
one point,
timer,
I said
$700.
I would be so happy if I never heard a Bruce Jenner story again, but I have to share the Bruce Jenner information because the tabloids are going nuts
All over
about Bruce Jenner's alleged transformation. Here are 2 of the more interesting stories we heard yesterday. First of all, when change comes, this is a rumor, it's tabloid, I don't know whether it's true or not. When change comes, Bruce will change his name to Belinda. That sounds like it was completely made up, but that's what I'm reporting here. This wasn't a rash decision. A source says, quote, inside, he has always been a Belinda. A source says that. Okay,
Really? Yeah, you know, that is one of the
exactly.
weakest things they can do when they attribute it to a source. That's made up.
Meanwhile, Radar Online says Kim Kardashian was in on Bruce's secret before anyone else because she once caught him stealing her lingerie. That's also,
man.
I think, purely tabloid.
Although
and purely
those stories have gone back a long time about him, and I believe it was the shoes of the wife. That goes back a couple years. So there's the source can say whatever the source wants.
The Kim Kardashian Bruce Jenner machine is so successfully manipulating the American public that we all, we're all sucking it up. And I will never, ever forget the one moment at the Super Bowl when the Kim Kardashian commercial came on and the room went silent. The room went completely silent. I've never seen anything like that. That woman has a Q rating that's off the charts.
Some sort of magic.
It's weird. It's very weird. Alex Rodriguez and former WWE diva Tori Wilson have broken up. Oh, no.
I hope he can find another wrestler to date.
I guess, does it seem to me with the Clooney chick and now Tori Wilson that it's Stacy Keibler that was George Clooney's. The WWE girls don't last in these relationships.
And you didn't like the fact
garbage cans.
I think Stacy Keibler, doesn't she live in a hollow
Keep those
log?
letters coming to Oscar Santana.
Hey, that was a joke.
I know.
That was
Thank you
simply
very much.
that's known as satire, Mike.
Right, exactly. Probably our most sexist show ever. Hey, ladies, hope you still love
Do
us.
we still have that? Where is that from? Isn't that from?
It was a
documentary?
porn producer that came on our show, on the Don and Mike show, and we said something along the lines, well, what about these women, aren't you concerned? They're garbage cans.
You know what? It
That's
seems
what he
to me
said.
his deal is that he kept going back and forth on how important it was to find good guys for porn.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I said, so it's
had
not
no
harder to
interest.
find the good women? They're garbage cans.
They're garbage cans.
All right, there's no official word on what happened, but the New York Post says she dumped him because he was too flirtatious with other women and too close to his ex-wife, Cynthia.
That's what I call a finisher move.
And unable to commit. There you go.
Finisher.
Channing Tatum said getting waxed for Magic Mike XXL was torture, in part because he's got some ginger in him.
Really?
This is nasty. Channing Tatum says, quote, after they started, they said, oh, no, you're a ginger. I have, like, a little red. And they're like, it's always worse for them. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me this beforehand? Oh,
wow,
God,
I had
nasty.
no idea.
Yeah,
Wait,
thank
so
you very
got
much.
waxed
He
everywhere?
got waxed for Magic
What
Mike.
about the
so,
Gribblies?
I'm not, we'll have to get in the big pubic hair debate that we had earlier.
I thought we were going to say
The
pubic.
Cushing.
The Cushing. Cushing, yeah, Peter Cushing.
Jeff Bridges, we've seen a lot of him. Saw him at the Super Bowl. He's currently working on Quentin Tarantino's Hateful Eight. It's a cool sounding movie.
Nice that.
When he's not lulling you to sleep, he just learned the hard truth. Everything on the internet isn't true. Before you tear up Bridges for being gullible, think about how many times you've believed a viral news story clogging up your Facebook feed, and it turned out to be fake. You don't blame the dude. Bridges told WENN that he reportedly heard a rumor about a Big Lebowski sequel from the Coen Brothers classic, and from the Coen Brothers. The rumor pinpointed to the National Report, one of many fake news sites, said the sequel would feature Bill Murray, which made Bridges particularly excited. So the actor himself got completely duped by this.
Wow, that must be weird if you are in such a public way that people are making up news about you, and then you buy
and
in.
then you believe it.
Yeah.
Here's the quote from
That's
Jeff Bridges. He said, I was excited. I had to call my agent and say, hey, what's happening? I don't think they would do that, the Coen brothers, but they're always surprising us, so maybe they would. You never know. But it was complete BS, and then he played his recorder. That was it. Every state has the basic fast food chains. McDonald's has Burger King, Subway, Taco Bell.
Right.
They all have them. But there's so much more to American fast food than that. Now, Big O and Dukes on that show, you guys have been talking fast food for years and years and years.
Fast Food World Tour.
You got the maneuver. You got all the stuff around fast food. One of the things I loved about their show.
Can't wait till Beth Ann steals that.
Oh, dear.
Did you hear that she stole Snacks of the Round Table from us?
When did she do that?
Oh, my God. Actually, Chad wants to come on the show hopefully next week and address this. Beth Ann has been doing Snacks of the Round Table on her morning show.
Is Beth Ann doing a morning show now?
She's still in Erie, right?
In Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And the guys, when I was out of town for school, they called her and asked her to acknowledge that she stole the bit from us, and she wanted to give us a prepared statement. So,
oh my God! You booked Chad Dukes next week. That is my favorite bit from Big O and Dukes. Rob and I have both guessed it on Snacks of the Round Table.
I have one Snacks.
They made a TV pilot over Snacks of the Round Table, and Beth Ann McBride still. Beth Ann, very bad.
Now, have you actually heard her do it?
Yeah.
Because I'm curious, how did she ruin it?
Okay, stop it. Stop doing that.
Well, I just thought a prepared statement was hilarious.
Well,
that she wouldn't come on the show and just acknowledge.
Look forward to talking to Chad next week. That'll be great.
The website Thrillist.com just ranked all 50 states by their fast food based on things like the number of chains that started there, the number of different chains with locations, and the quality of the chains that have locations there. Now, this is a good list.
Yeah.
Texas came in first. I'm very surprised at
Texas is a good eating state, though. It doesn't
Several
surprise me.
mid-sized chains started there. Whataburger, any familiarity with Whataburger?
Yep, heard of it. Yep.
Schlotzsky's, anybody familiar with Schlotzsky's?
I've never been.
I've never heard of this.
They also draw a ton of other regional chains. This is right from the story, like In-N-Out Burger, and are you ready for this?
Yes.
Culver's!
Hey, fantastic.
California came in second thanks to so many chains starting there. McDonald's started there, Taco Bell, Jack in the Box, In-N-Out Burger, A&W, Hot Dog on a Stick.
Never
I'm
heard
not familiar
of it.
with that
Mike,
one.
There's a gentleman in my class that's opening a Culver's or looking into doing that in Florida.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you that.
They've got a ton of them down here. They're going crazy.
Franchising one. I said, well, I know a man down there that will be at your grand opening.
Yeah, and then
Hi,
he looked
how are you? Yep, that's right. I have a sign. I've been standing up on Route 41 saying, we'll work for custard. All right, let's see here. The rest of the top 10 are Alabama, Ohio, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Colorado, Michigan, and Oklahoma. Vermont came in last, which I think that's beautiful for that state.
Really?
I think it's Yes, I think that's
shocks
fabulous.
me based on the Mermelstein factor alone.
You know, Vermont came in last, just below Alaska and Maine, and I am fine with that, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Maine is great because Maine is mom and pop. It's not going to have any chains there.
in
Yeah.
Maine.
Absolutely. Hope it stays that way.
If they're open, for God's sakes.
And now a little something. She may not have been hopping mad. A Wisconsin woman certainly wasn't happy about being told to leave a McDonald's in Beaver Dam with an animal she says is her support kangaroo. Police told Diane Moyer to leave the restaurant after a customer complained about Jimmy. That's the name of the kangaroo, is Jimmy, yes.
Like in 30,000 broadcasts, have you ever used the phrase support kangaroo?
Yeah, I'm hopping all over the place.
It'll be okay.
Jimmy, the 8-month-old kangaroo she had sitting in an infant car seat. She explained that the kangaroo is considered a therapy animal and that she has a doctor's note of approval, but she was still asked to leave by a police officer who told her a customer had said it wasn't appropriate or safe to have the kangaroo in the restaurant. That's a bitch right there, or a bastard that says that. You know, let the lady have the kangaroo.
Do you remember when we took a meeting at a restaurant in Manassas
Yeah,
and there was a kangaroo
there was a
there?
kangaroo, and we all talked to it.
No,
Yeah, it was
awesome.
fantastic.
It was like in a basket.
The lady says she has taken Jimmy to that McDonald's many, many times before.
Like many times.
Double fries! As well as to the movies and her church. And no one else has complained. Her quote, I wish the person at McDonald's would have just come and talked to me instead.
Yeah.
She says last year, an Iraq vet in Ohio was ordered to get rid of his 14 therapy ducks.
Therapy dogs.
Apparently, you can get any animal classified as a therapy animal super easy.
Yeah.
I don't get any of this. I truly don't. I don't get it. When Rofo is out and about, he's always hoping for a new therapy dog. But anyway, that's it. We have to take a break. Yes, continuing the most sexist show ever. Way to go, everybody. We'll take a break, come back with the Audio Vault and Rob Spiewak right here.
This week on the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show.
Now, Bane, before we close the book on Mac, and I know we all wish we could.
Yes, the show killer himself, Mac McIntyre.
Have you ever suffered from low blood sugar like he does?
I did one time in my life, but that was before I cannibalized an entire town. That's right. If you want to take care of your blood sugar, you eat sugar.
Are you having it now?
The bodies of your enemies. That is what you do.
Now, what if the enemies are diabetics? Does that make a difference?
If the enemies are diabetic, you follow it up with a Snickers bar.
The Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Because 5 hours a week just ain't enough. Always available at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Attention business owners, do you need capital to take your business to the next level? I did when I had my small business, and I wish there was OnDeckLending.com for me. They understand everything about your small business at On Deck Lending. That's why their loan application process is simple and fast. You can focus on running your business and not filling out paperwork and waiting endlessly for approval. On Deck Lending uses cutting-edge technology to evaluate your business based on performance, not your personal credit. You will get a decision in minutes. Plus, On Deck Lending has an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau, and 93% of their customers would recommend them to a friend. Does your small business need capital for a growth opportunity? Well, don't hesitate. Visit OnDeckLending.com today or call 888-627-2904 and start the simple application process. You'll get your answer soon. It's waiting for you at OnDeckLending.com. That's OnDeckLending.com. Without further ado, let's open up the Audio Vault for Thursday, Jan 5, 2015. Rob Spiewak.
Oscar, do you still have a crush on Brian Williams?
I do.
He had a very awkward moment over the past couple days.
He sure did, and he might get fired.
He's been telling a story for about 10 years that when he was covering the battles in
12
Iraq.
years.
It goes back to 2013, but we just started 15.
We'll be talking about that in tomorrow's show, basically.
Okay, cool.
We're going to be talking about that.
He said that he was fired upon when he was in Iraq, and here is one of the times that he actually said it.
The story actually started with a terrible moment a dozen years back during the invasion of Iraq, when the helicopter we were traveling in was forced down after being hit by an RPG.
Now, one of the things is when you tell a story like that on national television, people that were involved in that maneuver are going to hear it.
Yeah, there's no way out of this. He lied.
He lied.
And he's screwed.
And this was his very convoluted sort of apology last night.
Yeah,
you can tell
not,
he's tap
You just
dancing.
can't do it, Ed, but Brian Williams is
He's an
one of
entertainer.
those guys.
He's an entertainer.
But he thinks he's smarter than anybody in the room.
He
He's
does.
not. And he's going to get his ass bitten because of it.
Yeah, this is bad. And, this is not handled exactly how I would like to hear him handle it.
On this broadcast last week, in an effort to honor and thank a veteran who protected me and so many others after a ground fire incident in the desert during the Iraq War invasion, I made a mistake in recalling the events of 12 years ago. It did not take long to hear from some brave men and women in the air crews who were also in that desert. I want to apologize. I said I was traveling in an aircraft that was hit by RPG fire. I was instead in a following aircraft. We all landed after the ground fire incident and spent 2 harrowing nights in a sandstorm in the Iraq desert. This was a bungled attempt by me to thank one special veteran and, by extension, our brave military men and women, veterans everywhere, those who have served while I did not. I hope they know they have my greatest respect and also now my apology.
Do you think he will be fired for this?
It's possible because of the fact that he didn't even cop to it.
He had a mistake in recalling, and then
you have to come out and say
I agree.
I was overzealous. I made it sound like what it wasn't, and he has to be more direct. And he conjured with the apology.
He
and
conjured with the fact. You know what? He tried to diffuse it by saying, "Well, we weren't shot at."
We'll talk about it tomorrow. We're running out of time.
All right.
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
I love that there are still children out there that don't love Frozen, because I think we've all, even if you don't have kids, you've been exposed to this movie so much. Here's a guy singing a song from Frozen to his daughter. I love the reply.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Congratulations to the Snoop Dogg family, Mike.
Right.
Did you know that Snoop has a son named Cordell?
Cordell Brodus.
Oh, I thought his name would be Cordell Dog. I didn't know.
It's Cordell Brodus.
Oh, that's right, because it's Calvin Brodus, right? That's
right,
his name?
Calvin Brodus.
And he
Right.
made an announcement. He is a very, very good football player, and a lot of colleges have been courting
Well, Snoop has also been coaching Little League football
Yeah, Pop
for
Warner
most
stuff.
of the kids'
Yesterday
life.
was
right?
National Signing Day.
And so he made his announcement about where he's going to go.
First and foremost, I want to thank my mother for being that great mother for us, being a role model, being there for us through rough times. I also want to thank my father for being there, being a great role model. I thought it over with my family, and I feel that UCLA is the best fit for me.
Yeah! So he's signed with UCLA.
Yeah, boy!
But the thing that's bad is that Snoop is a huge USC fan, but he still shows his support.
Oh, it's been awesome, man, just watching him, step into manhood and, make a decision that he feels comfortable with, that we can support him as his, parents and as his family members. So we totally stand by his decision to go to UCLA, so that's what it is, and that's what we are. We Bruins now. I'm going to back him up 1,000%, so I'm throwing all my USC draws away. I'm going UCLA 100%.
So he's going to have to re-up his
That's
underwear
huge. Look at
drawer.
him.
Yeah, that's very cool.
That's pretty huge.
Now,
That's pretty amazing that, anytime you get a kid, that's 1%, by the way. That's, that's how many kids get to that level of sports. So that's a pretty good thing for a parent.
Last week we talked about how I Won't Back Down sounds a lot like Sam Smith's Stay With Me. I found this montage of other songs that sound alike. I thought this was fascinating.
Oh, won't you stay with me? Well, I won't back down. No, something strange in your neighborhood. I want a new drug. One that won't make me sick.
Pretty cool. And something I did not know. Did you know that the producers of Ghostbusters went to Huey Lewis and said, "Do you want to do the theme song to the movie?" And he said, "No." And then they went to Ray Parker Jr. and he did Ghostbusters, which sounds just like I Want a New Drug. They settled out of court.
Wow.
That's amazing. Well, not many chords out there, right?
And no, it happens. And we close. Oh, big business update, Mike.
Big merger news, you guys. Staples has reached a deal to buy Office Depot for $6.3 billion, while Radio Shack has reached a deal to buy an old futon on Craigslist. So I think they're doing okay.
That's your Magic Audio Vault. Have a great Thursday, everybody.
That's it. We got to get out of here, everybody. Another Mike O'Mara show is come and gone. Be sure to join us again for more fun and more thrills at MikeO'MaraShow.com. If you want to correspond with us, send a letter or package to TMOS, Box 2796, Leesburg, Virginia, 20177 to get your message or birthday request into the Wednesday mailbag. Email rob@MikeO'MaraShow.com. We rely on your word of mouth. Tell a friend or family member about TMOS and make sure they get it too. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, Mike O'Mara saying, see you next time, everybody.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye.
Hey, everybody, this is Mike O'Mara reminding you that Valentine's Day is next week, and you can truly impress her with ProFlowers.com. She'll be impressed. Your friends will be impressed. You might even be impressed. Get 100 blooms of love with a free glass vase for just $19.99. Better yet, upgrade your order and add gourmet chocolates and a teddy bear for just $9.99 more. Just use that wonderful code, TMOS. ProFlowers is quick, easy, and delivery on Valentine's Day is guaranteed. Go to ProFlowers.com. Click on the blue microphone in the top right corner to type in TMOS. That's ProFlowers.com. Click on the microphone and type in TMOS. Order now. This deal expires Friday at midnight.
Hey, Small business owners, your business may be small, but this is big. Right now at Vistaprint.com, you can get 500 business cards for just $9.99 when you use the promo code TMOS at checkout. You heard me right. That's $9.99 for 500 business cards. Vistaprint makes it easy to create a card that's right for you. Pick from tons of designs, add your info, and you're on your way to a card that's perfect. They're very fun to create. We've all done it, and we've all done great work. It makes you look like a pro. You can even upgrade their signature stock, add a fancy finish, raise print. The sky's the limit. Vistaprint also offers tons of other products too, from marketing materials to custom apparel. Plus, all of their products are 100% guaranteed. If you're not happy, Vistaprint will make it right. With 500 business cards on sale for just $9.99, there's never been a better time to professionally promote your business. You got to do this. Just visit Vistaprint.com and use the promo code TMOS to get this offer.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.